Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of a 50-state coffee journey USA, where I have spent 1 year researching coffees because I picked one and one only from every state in the country to feature. That is 50, and then it's taken me 1 year to post them, one a week every Sunday. We are on Maryland. We are on Blue Heron Coffee out of St. Michael's. Oh, what about this shop? Why did I pick it? Why did I pick Blue Heron? Here's a bag. Here's a bag of their beautiful stuff. This is PB&J, J spelled as the bird. Blue Jay. All right. Well, this is in St. Michael's, Maryland. What is St. Michael's? Well, let's get into this shop here. They do have what we'd call normal coffee, right? And they have different ways that they make it. They have, of course, drip, traditional drip, pour overs, French press, right? Cold brews, every way to make you a delicious cup of coffee. They also have specialty coffees, of course, teas, hot chocolate, and they make a cool Madagascar Madagascar vanilla creamer. That's their own brand, which is pretty cool. And they have different types of milks and things made from different, almond milk, all kinds of milks like that. Hit your choice. They got an extensive menu with a lot of cool things. They actually have 13 different roasts and blends at the shop. Everything's hand roasted in small batches. Matter of fact, they'll tell you what type of roaster they use. They use a U.S. Roaster Corporation 3K roaster. It roasts a maximum of 7 pounds. Someone stands over it the whole time, it's being roasted, and makes adjustments every 3 minutes. So when you make it small batch like that and you control it like that, you can make it just the way you want it. Perfect every time. Free shipping, over $50. Of course, they have swag. They have all kinds of mugs and cups and containers for coffee and clothing. Check that out. They make coffee, and this is how you know it's good as well, for a lot of different businesses around them. Okay. Now, those businesses, it'll be a proprietary blend. Okay. They'll tell them what they want, and they'll cater that blend to that business, and it'll only be sold at that business. So, some of the businesses, for example, the Coffee Trap, St. Michael's Running Company. So it's a place that sells running shoes and running gear. And of course, you could buy a nice high octane coffee to get you down the road. Eastern Shore Brewery. I think it's the oldest brewery on the East Coast. They use it for one of their coffee stouts. They use their coffee, which is cool. The Gallery, which is a staple breakfast, kind of a well-known breakfast place there in Maryland. And Olivan's Aged and Infused Olive Oil. They have a nice coffee that they've partnered with them to make. So I, of course, think it's interesting. As far as this, Peaberry, all right, light roasted, Tanzania, right, Africa, Peaberry. Now, what is a peaberry? You know what a peaberry is? Coffee, the little cherry, the little fruit, so to speak, with the seeds in it that we all know and love, almost always has 2 seeds in it. But every variety in every part of the world will have about less than 10% of those, what they call cherries, will produce only 1 seed. And there's no way to replicate it or to tell which ones only have 1 seed. So you kind of have to shuck them all. And then you have to separate the Peabodys, the 1 seed ones. Now, that goes anywhere from people saying because there's only 1 seed, a lot more flavor goes into that seed, into that bean. And people will do blind tastings and be able to tell the difference. And a lot of people prefer, not everybody, the Peabody. Now, some people can't taste it at all. They say, oh, there's no difference. I can't taste it. I have had a bunch of Peabody, but I've never had, what I would like to do is get a particular field, right? Get the coffee from there, the Peabody, separate it, and then try them both, the regular and the Peabody, and do it like a lot of times, blind and everything else. to see if I can really pick it out. So I can't say because I haven't had the comparison. The Peabodys I had are always from great coffee, you know, little great coffee shops and coffee companies. And then, so of course they're going to be good like this one because they know what the hell they're doing. That's what I did. I had several of their coffees. I liked every one. I do that before I post any of them. I've been drinking this one now for about a week. It's very good. It's good. It's nutty. It's fruity. It has a brown sugar sweetness to it. Medium acidity. It's just good. So they do a good job. All right. I've been impressed with their coffees. I'm impressed with their shop. It's a cool place to meet, drink coffee. It's a beautiful looking place. Their reviews are stellar. So I like it. Now, the town of St. Michael's. What is going on with that in Maryland? Let's get in. That's the review. All right. Just have noted I did a lot of research on it. I tasted their coffees as I do in every one of these before I ever post them to you or talk about it. I make sure I try 3 or 4 of their coffees. And if they're all and I do the research and I do the reviews and I look at the pictures and I look at the menu and I look at the swag and I look at the statements that they make, where they source it, how they source it. There's a lot that goes into it. I don't say it every time about every one of them. Just trust that I have put a year's worth of work into finding the ones that I think are the stellar shops in each state. All right. So I can offer it to you. And then I like to talk about the state. And in this case, I'm going to talk about, I guess, the city. And then what's this, what I Googled, right? There's nowhere else like St. Michael's. Historical treasures, waterbound pleasures. I like that. World-class dining, lodging, museums, vibrant arts, and southern hospitality. Well, it's a picturesque harbor town. Okay, well, midway down Maryland's eastern shore, grand estates sit alongside small communities of working watermen. Bicycles share roads with farm tractors, and Porsches and wild white swans glide past sailboats and motorcraft from all over the East Coast. Sounds like a fun place to spend the summer. Or to spend a week or 2 down there on vacation. See, because I love the shore, because I grew up on the shore, the Jersey Shore. All right, so that's what I like about the town. There's a lot more than that. I'm just giving you highlights. As far as Maryland goes, have you ever been there? I've been there on several occasions. It is the 19th most populous state. Of course, it is in the Mid-Atlantic region of the United States. The state attained statehood on April 28th, 1788. Don't forget that. Becoming the 7th state to join the Union. Its 4 bordering states are Delaware, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia. So Delaware, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia. It's got that southern and northern type thing going on. State has 23 counties. It's got a bunch of nicknames. Cockade State, Free State, Monumental State, Old Line State, Terrabin State. Has 1 independent city, Baltimore City. State's capital is Annapolis. I've been there as well. Had a nice week in Annapolis. People who live in Maryland or come from Maryland are referred to as Marylanders. The postal abbreviation for Maryland is MD. Doesn't mean they're all doctors. Don't panic. With these facts about Maryland, let us learn more of the history, geography, and so on and so forth. We'll hit some highlights. Let's see. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Maryland gets its name from Queen Henrietta Maria of England. Her husband, George Calvert, created the colony, but before the settlement could begin, he died, and his son, Celsius, who then had a son, Fahrenheit, I'm sure, continued on. Celsius wanted to create a safe place for Roman Catholics that were coming from England. Matter of fact, St. Michael's is named after a famous church there that I know off the top of my head. Maryland is sometimes called America in miniature. Why? Well, it has a wide topography that ranges from gently rolling hills to pine groves to sandy dunes and marshlands near the Chesapeake Bay. Good duck hunting down there, by the way. Maryland is home to lakes, rivers, and the Atlantic Ocean. 400 types of birds, 90 species of mammals, 93 species of reptiles and amphibians and hundreds of freshwater and marine fish inhabit the borders of Maryland. Wow. All right. Well, the Chesapeake Bay is the largest of more than 100 estuaries, partially enclosed body of water where fresh water from rivers and streams mixes with salt water from the ocean. It's brackish water. All right. Maryland did join the Union during the Civil War, even though it was a slave state south of the Mason-Dixie line. Of course, that caused a lot of problems, even within families fighting each other over some wanting to join the Confederacy and some wanting to join the Union. The National Aquarium, located in Baltimore, is home to over 20,000 animals representing more than 800 species. I've been there as well. And you know what? This goes on and on and on, but I think the Preakness, right? I should mention that because that's one of the horse racing's Triple Crown events. It has been held annually at the Pimlico Racecourse in Baltimore since 1873. Now, why am I mentioning that? To me, because we have the Kentucky Derby. Obviously, I am in Louisville, Kentucky, so there it is. It's one of our sister races, right? Some people go and they follow that, right? The one in New York here, and then start out with the Kentucky Derby, the crown jewel. And that's all I'm going to do about them. You could, if you've never been to Maryland, it is a cool state. It is nice. It's got a lot of cool things. And the way I described it, you can see there's a lot of things. Culture and busy towns and relaxed towns. And of course, anywhere around the shore has always kind of got that shore vibe to it, you know, and relaxing. The coffee's good. Not only, like I said, are the reviews, but the pictures in there, the whole mission statement of the owners about creating such a beautiful environment to relax and drink coffee. The way they roast it and stand over it, make sure it's perfect every time. Their bags are in 16 ounce, so they're pound bags. I've had several of their coffees. I've been drinking them now for a couple weeks, getting ready for this review to make sure that they were all stellar, and they are. So there it is. If you're in Maryland, pop in this place. You see that a lot of people use their coffee, right, as their own, make their proprietary blend because they know what they're doing, because they pick excellent beans and they roast them to perfection, and they know how to blend them and give you something special. That says it all. These people wouldn't sell their coffee if it wasn't good, because they got to be able to sell it too, and they want to sell it more than once. So it all speaks for itself. All these coffees I've been doing have been unbelievable. These coffee shops are fantastic. Check out the lists. Find your state. All right, I'm getting down now. See if I missed anything. Put it in the comments. Some fun stuff in there, stuff that you like to do there. Obviously, I just hit highlights of these places. There's a million things I probably didn't know about, and I don't hit on each one, and we'd love to hear from you. And if you want, you can order all these coffees online, right? Check them out. If you're in their states, pop in there and tell them I said hello. All right, tell them I said hello. That would make my day, actually. So again, cheers. Thank you for watching the series. Check out the whole rest of the channel, right? I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol and coffee. I have a beautiful playlist that you're going to be just enamored with. And if you're really feeling frisky, you can go to my TikTok channel. That's what that sign is. Actually doing a giveaway on that right now. You can get over there and sign up for that. It's a $100 gift card. And my TikTok is the same name, Distilled Brewed Reviewed. So go over there and check out a different format, a different way, and a different way I tweak videos and do a little different stuff over there. Same content, sort of, but I just do some different stuff. It's different. It's got a whole different platform, stuff like that. So check it all out. Thanks for being here. Look forward to seeing you again. Look forward to hearing your comments, and hopefully you'll join the Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed Nation. Cheers.